everyone, it's May. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 2019 wrap-up and 2020 goals video. I was just going to do I was trying to think of what video to do, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll do my New Year's goals or New Year's resolutions, but I saw this quote and I'll pull it up on Instagram. It's from The Financial Diet, which is an account I follow. And it says, the end of the year is the perfect time to remind yourself of the goals you still want to work towards, but also to take stock of everything you've accomplished. Don't sell yourself short just because you haven't hit some arbitrary milestone. Today, instead of focusing on resolutions, write a list of every little thing you did this year that meant something to you, a trip you took somewhere new, a new job, or even trying a new form of exercise for the first time. Then look back on your list every time you feel like you haven't accomplished anything, because you totally have. So I just really like that idea of before turning toward what we want to do in the new year, because of course it's always good to set goals, is to just kind of look back at what we've accomplished. So I invite you guys to do that with me, as you're kind of coming up with your New Year's resolutions and goals. Look at everything you did this year, because I guarantee you you've accomplished something. And it doesn't have to be big things. It could just be you made a new friend, or you tried a new way of cooking or something. I don't know, I just feel there's so many little things that we do that we don't even think about. So yeah, I'm going to go into my 2019 wrap-up section and just kind of talk about my favorite things about this year, things that I'm proud of, things that I'm just happy about. So yeah, let's get into it. So this year started off with going to a foreign country, knowing absolutely no one. I came off the flight and was shuttled to a stranger's house where I was to live for this semester. I hadn't known my roommate beforehand, we had just emailed. So I was sharing a room with a stranger in a stranger's house. Our host mom spoke only French. We had to communicate with her in only French. I had to figure out how to navigate this city. My roommate and I kind of figured it out together. All my classes were taught only in French, so definitely had to trust myself and work on my communicating and be okay with being embarrassed and not being 100% right all the time. I traveled to 3 new countries and some other countries that I've already been to, and went on many amazing adventures with friends. I made an amazing group of friends, so grateful for that. I knew none of them before, and it's always really hard for me to make friends in a new situation, starting from nothing, but I definitely feel I hit the jackpot with some of the people that I met there. I saw the most amazing view of the stars I had ever seen, and I slept in the Sahara Desert and rode a camel, which is the craziest thing I've done in my life. I went on a trip all by myself where I had to figure out the transportation, figure out navigating the city, get myself to my hostel, again communicating in French most of the time, and I did it all by myself with no one else. And it was the most amazing, peaceful experience, and definitely one of the highlights of my whole study abroad journey. When I got back from study abroad, I got TEFL certified, which is teaching English as a foreign language. So that was 6 weeks, and we had to do practicum teaching. So we actually went into the ESL classrooms and taught lessons, which was really scary, but a really good experience. And I'm now TEFL certified and ready to teach English. I got what had been my dream job in college of being a writing tutor, and I stuck with it for the entire semester, which is the longest that I've had a job while being in school. And I of course plan on continuing next semester. And through that job, I just met an amazing group of other students with similar interests and goals. Over the summer, I became much closer with a childhood friend. We just started hanging out more because she used to live in Texas, and then she moved back. She was going to school in Utah, lived in Texas. Then she moved back here for work. So she was just able to visit a lot more, and we celebrated our birthdays together, our 21st birthdays, because our birthdays are only 4 days apart. And then she came to visit me in Long Beach later, and we just had an awesome weekend together. I also flew to Michigan to see my friend from study abroad, and we had just the best weekend. It was so fun. We explored downtown. We had a cozy movie night where we watched Love Actually and ordered in cookies. We just talked, worked on our homework. She showed me around her campus. It snowed. It was definitely a struggle getting back, but overall the trip was amazing, and I'm so glad that we've kept in touch and stuff. I made it through another semester. That's always a good win of college, where I felt awful 90% of the time and I was taking classes that I didn't enjoy for the most part. I know this isn't like a really positive highlight because this semester like really wasn't that good, but I'm just really proud of myself for getting through it. Of course, like the semester had its good moments, but overall it was just really difficult for me and I'm just so proud of myself for making it through. I also took my last dance class. I'm not taking dance anymore, so this is my last one. I took Intro to Modern and explored some new forms of movement and expression and collaborated with some awesome people to create something that we were all very proud of, which was our final project. So yeah, that's what I'm proud of. I'm sure there are things that I'm missing, but those are like my main highlights of the year. So now for my goals for 2020. So some of them are like specific concrete goals and some of them are like a little more like mindset or whatever, but I tried to make them manageable because we all know that I'm not the best at sticking to things, or at least I know that. So my main like number one thing, if I do nothing else, I really want to try to do this, is to save 50% of every paycheck. And just to like preface this, my parents do support me, so like I know that a lot of people aren't able to do this and I feel very privileged that I am able to save money. But I am trying to exercise that privilege this semester because I think last semester I was just so excited to have a job after having not had one for so long because last fall I didn't work. I worked over winter break a little bit just to save up more money for France, and then in France I was just spending money the whole time. Obviously I wasn't working there. And then last summer I didn't work either, and usually I do work over the summer, but I was doing TEFL, and then by the time that was over it really wasn't worth it to try to get like a summer job, so I wasn't making any money. So I was just so excited to have like that financial freedom of being able to like go get Starbucks or like go out to eat on campus whenever I wanted, just like getting my nails done, online shopping, like all this stuff. And I kind of, I'm not gonna say I went crazy because I didn't, but like I just feel like I kind of bought stuff whenever I wanted and didn't really consider if I really needed the things I was buying, I guess. And it's not like, oh, like I bought all this crap that I don't use, because like I do feel like I've worn the clothes that I bought and like genuinely enjoyed having my nails done and stuff, but and I probably will continue to get my nails done, but I just want to try to rein it in a little bit, so like I can still buy stuff but just not as much. And I know that I need to kind of like save for the end of the semester because for graduation I want to get professional pictures taken and I want to get my nails done for that. I want to get a dress, like cap and gown, all this stuff. It's going to be really, really expensive. So anywho, so yeah, I'm trying to save 50% of every paycheck, so put it away in savings so that I can use that when I teach abroad for like traveling and stuff, because that's something that I just really want to work towards. So I just need to think about that. Like I want to be able to have these experiences in the future. Like there are so many trips that I want to take. I like planned out in my head sometimes, like, okay, if I teach here, I want to go do this, this, and this. So I just really want to save so that I have the freedom to do that when the time comes. So yeah, I already did it for this month, so November's paycheck that I got in December, I put 50% in savings, so I was really proud of myself. Started now, you don't have to wait till the new year to start. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Like obviously if I'm like out of money in my checking account, then I will put more in, but I'm just hoping that by doing this, it makes me more conscious of my spending. So then I just wrote this down, this is pretty obvious, but graduate. Yeah, I'm graduating in May, and I don't think anything would go wrong at this point, but I just put that down, like that's a goal that I'm going to accomplish next year. I'm going to graduate college. And then with that, I really want to try to live in the present moment during my last semester and try not to worry too much about what I'm doing when I get home. Like, yes, I should be thinking about like trying to get a job, but I also don't want that to overshadow like my last semester of college, you know? So I just want to enjoy my time in Long Beach and enjoy my, literally, like it's crazy, like my last semester of college. It's my last time walking the campus, last time going to Zumba and yoga at the rec center, last time eating in the dining hall with my friends when I go there, last time in my apartment, last time like going on beach walks. So like this whole life that I have in Long Beach, like this is literally it. So I just want to enjoy it as much as possible. I think I've mentioned it before, but I am taking a very light load. I mean, it's not like, oh, it'll be a breeze. Like I definitely still am taking some like difficult classes, but I only have 12 units and I am gonna try to like work more. All my classes are just on 2 days, so I'm working 3 days, I think. And I'll just try to like save more money and then have like more free time, hopefully, to just enjoy my life. And yeah, writing wise, these goals actually do have to happen because that's what I told my directed studies professor that we're gonna do. If you guys don't know, I'm doing directed studies for a major next semester, so I'm just working with a professor on my novels that I'm writing. So for one of them, I already have a complete first draft, and we are going to like go through and he's gonna give me feedback, and I'm gonna get a second draft done, and then I want to try to like start sending that book out to agents, which is really scary, but like I feel like I don't want to wait any longer. Like now it's like if I have it done and I've gotten feedback on it, like let's go, you know what I'm saying? So that is a goal for this year. Like I'm not gonna say like, oh, I want to get it published, because that's not really in my control. But like I'm gonna say I'd like to start sending it out to agents, because that's something that I can do, if that makes sense. And then for my other book that I'm like second furthest along in, he's reading that one right now and is gonna give me feedback on it that I can start working on over break. I'm about 2/3 of the way done with the first draft, so the goal is to get that one to like a completed first draft and kind of incorporate his feedback into the part that I already have done. And I also am going to try to work on my other books. I don't have like specific goals for those, because I'll just kind of like see where I get, but those aren't going to be the main focus. I'm like mainly focusing on those two. And then lastly, well, there's two more, but this is like going to be a really hard one. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but like I might start it here. Otherwise I'll start it when I go back to Long Beach, but I'm going to run a mile twice a week. I'm just going to say twice a week because I hate running. I really want to get my endurance up, because this brings us to the last goal, is that I want to become Zumba certified this year, which also costs money, so that's another reason why I don't need to spend money on unnecessary online shopping. It's just like a one-day training. It's nothing crazy like getting yoga certified where you have to do like all these hours. And if I really wanted to teach anywhere, I would probably also have to get a group exercise certification, because I think some places you need both and some places you just need Zumba. But I feel like I just really want to start teaching, and I know I have like a ways to go with my like choreography skills and stuff, but like my endurance is the main thing that I worry about, because I just feel like I get so tired during a Zumba class, and like I'm kind of like half doing the moves at the end, and like you can't do that when you're teaching it. So yeah, that's what my goal is, and yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. So yeah, I just love Zumba so much, and I'm gonna do it all next semester, and next summer go back to the one here, and then maybe like at the end of summer I'll feel confident enough after having done it for that long to try to like get certified and then try to start teaching. I don't know, guys. Okay, so yeah, those are my goals for 2020. So please comment down below what your big goals are, and also what you're proud of or what you're happy about for 2019. I can't believe that this like whole decade is ending. Like this is just, it's so crazy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys all had a great year, and yeah, thank you for being here. Lots of new vlogs coming in 2020. It'll be my last college week in my life vlogs, you guys. Okay, not to get too mushy. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.